Hello everyone and welcome to a Path of Exile video, the first one in the Mercenaries League. We are quite a few days away from league start, of course. I played some over the weekend and a little bit more in the past couple of days, but I haven't been blasting too much. So I'm probably slower in regards to some other players, but here we are. I don't have much currency to my name at the moment, but I've invested some into my character and some into my mercenary. So the first thing I want to talk about is the two mercenary setups that I think, from what I've seen, seem to be very strong. One is very generic, the other one might be a little bit more for other builds. So the first one you might have already seen, which is using Doriani's prototype with minus resistance. So if you're playing a lightning build, this is a no-brainer. You do this, you add the particle stow to have lucky damage for you, and then you basically blast the game with your lightning build. They, even with minus 99%, they don't really die at all. This one has wrath as well. You can get other auras. You can get zealotry, one with zealotry. So I strongly recommend, if you're playing a lightning build, to do this kind of setup. It's expensive. Prototype is 2.5 divines. These rings are like 1 divine each, and Immortal Flesh is basically free. From then you can add stuff like bristle boots, so it'll brittle or scorch boots. Legacy of Fury doesn't work because they are strength int, but you can have the ether or exarch implicit for brittle. Gloves you would want strength in gloves that have unnerve. So I think I have a pair like that over here. Yep. Something like this. You equip that, and then you have the unnerve, assuming you're playing spell damage. If you're playing an attack build, you get intimidate instead. And you can also have lightning exposure on the merc, so the merc can do a lot for you in terms of utility and bolstering your damage through increasing damage taken by the enemy. The other one, I think this is the best generic mercenary, and the one that I think, if you're playing like an aura bot, can pretty much carry you. They can do decent damage, especially if you give them a good weapon and you do a set of auras. You do like hatred, anger, wrath, precision. They already have haste. They apply their own curse, and let's say you do like a decent rings like taming. You do a decent amulet like yoke of suffering, something like that. They can do a decent chunk of damage, and I'll show you in the next map. So but mine, I've set it up to help me with certain things. So this one, I think I got like one of the best skill setups that you can get on a kineticist, which is the kinetic bolt with GMP, added cold and pierce, and then the graded kinetic blast with cooldown reduction. In this inspiring cry, this I don't know exactly how much, but they basically give you extra damage, so it's very good, and haste on top of that. So what I did is equip with the Victorious Charity. This what this does is, when they hit an enemy, they give frenzy charge to nearby allies. So we get frenzy charges this way. Then we're doing the Gale Sight. Gale Sight gives them chance to brittle, and they remove the ability to freeze or chill, but they apply brittle instead. Now this is paired with, you need to give them added cold damage. They already have added cold, thankfully, added cold and added lightning. So that's very good for that. And what you do is you get stuff like the Pain Seeker gloves, which increases the basically they increase the ailment effect by making the hit that applies the ailment be treated as bigger than what it is. So this is allowing me to apply 1.1, 1.5 brittles. I've seen 2% brittles on like rares, but not so much on bosses though. Probably like 1% on bosses, but this is a very good one. Then Legacy of Fury. To get Legacy of Fury, what you have to do with your merc is you have to do the to me order. Stand on top of the boss and then convocate the mercenary to you. This will make them apply Scorch with Legacy of Fury. Then I'm doing Doidra's Damning. She casts Elemental Weakness, but usually only like on single targets. I haven't seen it use Elemental Weakness too much on like packs of enemies, but on single target I've definitely have seen it. Then you have two options here. You can use Sparkle Stow, or I decided to go Shaper Seed because I wanted to have a little bit more of survivability on my build. And then Parashop class. So everyone has been using the other one, the Calm's, I think it's Calm's Binding of, Calm's Binding, I think, which says that nearby enemies convert 25% of their physical damage to fire. That at that time was a little bit expensive, was like 40C, something like that. So I think a good a good option is the Parashop Clasp, which converts something similar, but to lightning and shock, to lightning and fire, both. But you need to apply shock and ignite. So the way I circumvent that, Flame Wall is already giving them a little bit of added fire. Pain Seeker adds fire damage to their attacks, and then what I'm doing is adding this one that has chance to ignite and chance to shock, alongside with LA Pen, something like that. So this their damage gets greatly diminished in comparison to like a Piscator Vigil, but it gives them a bigger chance of actually applying the elements. So let me show you in a map what they look like. Of course, keep in mind that mine are not set for damage, but even so, I think they do a decent chunk of it. Then I'll talk about the farming strategy a little bit. Okay, so we have the Shaper Seed, we have the Haste Aura. Right now, I'm using Zealot Soul, so I have ES Regen instead of Live Regen. I have 476 regen at the moment, and most importantly, this is giving it to golems. So as you can see, the damage is not terrible, right? This is what you can expect, like a character that is just gearing up, getting into red maps to clear with. So imagine giving them actual gear. They can for sure clear the map for you. Okay, now let's get into what I've been farming. Well, of course, my build is, as you may see, is the Glacial Cascade Golden Mentalist. This one particularly based on Aeros version, and for the most part, I have been doing whatever he had planned on the POB, and as you will, I ran into a wall when first getting into red maps, but ever since I invested a little bit more, it has gotten much more comfortable, and there's still ways to take this character. What I love about this is the clear projection that you get from the Herald of Ice and Herald of Ash explosions. This is something that is very, very quite satisfying. It might be a little dizzying at the moment to look at, but it's pretty cool. I like it. I suggest that if you're ever doing a starter and you feel like you've gotten, you feel like it might not be as good as you thought, make sure you're actually, getting sticking to what the plan says and try it out. Because sometimes you assume that you actually have the pieces together, but you're missing so many of them. So as you can see, we're doing Abyss. The reason I've always wanted to do this thing, and this is like the first time I'm doing an actual self-cast character in a long time. And as you can see, these hordes that spawn from the Scarab, they get open, and that is through the caster mastery. can see it here. This one, 25% chance to open nearby chests when you cast a spell. This includes strong boxes, by the way, so you can pretty much like just chill and just cast around and see the stuff open. The war hordes drop gold. They don't particularly seem to drop a huge amount of it. There you go. It gets open. At some point you come back and you loot because the this thing moves fast. The abyss moves fast. And the thing about this one is that you're gonna be getting Stygian Spire, a lot of Stygian Spires, and that one ended already. I think I was too slow for that one. Oh, it's here. Okay, yeah, it actually ended now. Okay, there's the Spire, right? So the Stygian Spire will always drop a Stygian Vice, and I'll show you what you can do with them. My channel is small, so I don't think it will do too much to the economy if I show anyone watching this video how you can make money with them. So you can see we got two. Each of these as a base can be like, I've been selling them for 5C, but there's something even better that you can do with them. So definitely stick around for a little while. Okay, I think I'll just finish the map later. Oh, I've been doing Betrayal as well, especially so Gravicious. I don't think Gravicious should be here, so I'm gonna move Haku to here, and then I'm gonna get Gravicious out because I want him in transportation, and then get some currency from Ashling. Need to fix my filter a little bit. Sometimes, not often, you will get good veiled items that you can sell. I'll finish the map later. I'll show you now. Okay, so for the Stygian Vices, what you will do, and as you can see, I have a bunch of them. I also have a bunch of the Abyss Jewels that I have to identify. But let's go over the Atlas tree. So at this point, I'm 104 out of 115. I got my Void Stones. Full transparency, I didn't kill Over Elder or Maven myself. What I did is I buy the carries because it would have taken me some time to farm for it, and I just wanted to have the Void Stones immediately so I can start doing actual farming. So with the amount of points that I have, I'm grabbing Betrayal nodes, grabbing Abyss nodes, increasing the pack size of the monsters, chance to Abysses to spawn, getting this. Bargain for items will make them drop more items, have them be accompanied by their leader to get more members to get intelligence. Then this one, so that whenever I execute it, they gain 2 ranks instead of 1. And this other one, increase rarity per equipment they have to get, you know, decent items. Then I'm doing Ether Altars. Here, chance to get Abyssal Devs, chance to get drops, get items +1 level. This makes it so all of the Stygian Vices that you will get on tier 16 are level 86, which is what people are looking for, 86 or 85, so they can roll the tier 1 elemental damage to attacks. Then this one will give you a chance to get Abyss Jewels that are already corrupted, that can have 4 or 5 or 6 affixes instead of, so something like this, right? And you can get pretty crazy combinations. I already sold one Ghastly that had like damage if you used a Amino skill recently and a bunch of added damage. I sold it for 3 divines. So this and I think the other use case is Searching Eye Jewels that have a bunch of like flat added damage to attack, especially for like bow or wand builds. This can be very, very profitable. I think like this one is not bad. I have a bunch of tier 1s. I have Dex, have added lining, and a chance to avoid being frozen is pretty good. So I will just throw this in like a stash Try to get like 10 chaos out of them, and if you start to get like spammed out of your mind, then that means you underpriced it, so you price it up. Basically, that's what you do. So at some point you identify all of them, you check whatever might be worth, and whatever is not, you just you sell 5 to 1 to get something else. Now for the Stygian vices, what I will do, and I'm actually gonna showcase it immediately here, is you first identify it, and sometimes you will get something good right off the bat. Most often you will not. Most often you will get like trash rolls, but see, this one has good life, but the resistances are trash. This one has 2 good resistances, including chaos, but not much else. So what I will do is, most people that are playing with Stygian vices are playing life builds. Most people that are playing life builds need chaos resistance. So what you do is you buy a deafening essence of envy. You buy like 1 divine, 23 essences. You can probably get a better deal if you wait a little bit and you underprice it. But for the sake of the video, I want to get it as fast as possible. So what you will do is you basically throw the essence at this, and you get something like that. And you price check this, and this is 1.5 divines. There you go. So we made the money back immediately. So this is what you could expect. I've already done this, gotten some divines out of them. So I'll immediately put this for sale for like, I think 1.5 is fair. There's 1.5, there's 2.5, so maybe I'll put it up for 2. So I have a bunch here that I'm waiting to sell. I put them for sale yesterday. I'll wait for a little bit, and if they don't sell, then I'll actually, I think if I craft any damage to attacks, I can sell them for like 5 divines. 31%. Let's see. Yeah, pretty much. This is it's something. It's very strange because people already have this like in live search. So maybe I get 10, maybe I get a little bit less, but if I get 5 divines out of that, you see how much effort it actually took to create this item. This is right now, I think, very much free money. As soon as people start to like get their super GG gear, it will be much harder to sell these. But for the moment, they have been going out. See this, a couple of clicks, 60 chaos. I will definitely sell this for like, I don't know, if it says 60, I'll put it up for like 45, 50 chaos to sell it a little bit faster. I have a bunch here. Some of them already sold, some of them are waiting to be sold, but I will start to price them down until they all go away. And yeah, look at that. As soon as you get like, make sure you get a decent life roll, and then something else on top of it, like another resistance, it'll be good. Or if it has an open prefix, you can do that, craft LE damage to attacks, and suddenly the price just skyrockets, because a lot of people are playing stuff like Volcanic Fissure or Snake King and stuff like that. So this one with Energy Shield, I think this should be some money. Maybe not. But yeah, you don't even need to hit like GG, as long as you get like something that so keep in mind, each of these clicks is 6 chaos each. So if you click twice, 12 chaos, and then you can sell it for 20, that's still profit. It's not massive, but still profit. And what you do is you settle sometimes for lesser items like this. I think I can craft like life and sell it for like 15 chaos, and then I get some of the money back from the essences. But right now I only need to sell back that one that I crafted, and then I'm in the green. Something like this is very, very powerful, having an attribute. A lot of people are starving for attribute strength or dexterity. Let's add life to this. Oh no, it's completely full. Anyway, I think this might still fetch price. Case in point, see, I'm not lying. They do be selling. Is this one I just made, or did it? I think I just made this. Can you change 1D? Sure. How much is D right now? D is 150, so 110. There you go. So yeah, I don't think there's too much to add in terms of the farming strategy and the build itself. If you made it to this point, I hope you have as much luck as I have been crafting these Stygian vices, and you get a lot of money out of them, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Forgot very important details about my current setup on the build. So again, following mostly the Eros plan on the build. This is his POB on clusters. I haven't get to the clusters yet. There will be a lot of damage to get from here, but I wanted to solve a little bit of the defenses before I get into that setup. Now I actually have the money for it, and this also requires like level 99, so I'll probably have to do something like this. 91. Maybe I can do this and see how much damage that will be. In theory, that will be like 6 million. That's better than what I currently have. I've done some different pathing, but definitely this is something that I would have to look for. So my setup, what I did is I've gotten only 1 million cluster jewel here for enduring composure, to again solve the defenses. I really like to have endurance charges on every build I can, and enduring composure is like a very easy way to solve that problem without having to worry too much about it. Then something else that have been quite annoying me, I don't know if like in this version he deals with that at all, is stunts. So what I figured is you can get this practical application and then this cluster, and this will give you 100% chance to avoid interruptions from stones while casting. Then if you get this mastery, it says that you cannot be crit if you've been stunned recently. Because of our low HP pool and our low in theory physical mitigation, stuns happen pretty much every time, and if you have played any of these builds, you will know that you get stunned a lot. So that means that we get that kind of crit immunity, pseudo crit immunity. Then another deviation is to get here to get this infused and get this cluster here for corrupted blood immunity, and basically attributes, nothing else. Attributes that I don't really need anymore, thankfully, so I can probably switch this for an actually decent jewel at some point. Then I got a Storm Shroud here. I really like element immunity. I don't like to be chilled. It's very annoying, especially if you're doing self-cast. Like if you're doing any other type of build, chilled is not too bad, but you know, it feels very bad to get chilled if you're like casting Frostblink. And right now I have like a bunch of lag. I don't know what is going on. So element immunity, what I'm getting here is this jewel has 49% chance to avoid being shocked, And by the way, I dropped this from the Abyss strategy aforementioned. Then you can get this on the boots, so 33 and 19%. That is 30% as 43 plus 9, that's 67% roughly. And with these two pieces, I'm 100%. No, so this is actually 52%, and this is, you need 48 here. That's 100, and I should be at like 101. Yeah, 101% chance to avoid being shocked, and with that, you're completely element immune. If you don't have this on the boots, you can craft it on the body armor. So let's take a look here. Avoid being shocked. This is chance to shock. This intelligence and avoid being shocked, 21 to 25%. So with that, without the eater prefix, you can be element immune as well if you have an open suffix on your body armor. Then pretty much nothing else of note here. Again, I'm getting like my strength from these. This ring rolled well for strength, but not very much of anything else, to be honest. The amulet is good. I'm allocating Ash Frozen Storm. I figured you need the element effect, and the elemental damage is pretty good. It's 30%, and this is a very extremely cheap annoying. This is like Crimson, Crimson Sepia, Crimson Sepia. It's basically free, right? And yeah, and for recovery, before I didn't have the leech, not fire, not cold. I got this recently, but the way I solve it, if you don't have it either, is just allocate this point. You get life on kill, which is an insane recovery layer for life, and then damage taken recouped as life, which is also very, very strong. And yeah, the rest remains the same. Some upgrades to be done to get the actual cluster setup online to get much more damage. Regarding the wand, you will see that he's doing kind of a profane one here with cast speed, spell damage. I think this one is I don't think this is like the GG one, even if it were. Yeah, this is like the top tier version, but you can still see that the damage. Let's compare that to the one I currently have. So mine is actually better than this. The reason being, and I might be wrong here. No, I think it is the flat damage to spells, because if you look at other spells, like let's say I have actually Arc here. Arc has a slightly bigger they have bigger range. Like look at Storm Cold, look at other spells. Lightning are not the best example, but I think Glacial Cascade has a low base added damage when compared to other spells, which means that getting flat added damage becomes very, very good. So as you can see, this one, I think I paid like maybe a divine I paid at the time, and it has everything you need: cast speed, added damage, crit chance, crit multi, and spell damage. The upgrade to this one will be to get like a tier 1 spell damage wand. What I will do to get this is buy a fractured +1 wand, then spam it with spell essence until you hit the flat added, and then use Harvest Reforge to get the crit suffixes. That could be a way to craft it. But yeah, this will be interesting. So it kind of said it was better, but apparently it isn't. So POB is kind of lying to me. Okay. Yeah, well, it's pretty much the same thing, right? Get a +1 fractured, do essence spam, or get up. The spell damage fracture will be even better because you can do fossils to get the +1 and then hit and add it and try to get the crit multi, then craft chance to deal double damage. This is not a very expensive craft to get. Anyway, that's actually all I have for today. Thank you very much, and have a great day.